Chris Ogborne, fishing here at the Game Fair, an integral part. We've got a nice big lake here.
It's an integral part, Steve, but it's got to change because we've been doing the same thing for many, many years now. And not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with it, but there are some elements that are slightly past their sell-by date, some elements which have to change and move forward with the times. And most of all, we have to be more hands-on with what we're doing in the fishing village. And that essentially is my brief for 2015. We're going to make absolutely sure that everybody who comes to the fishing village is going to have a lovely experience, feel that they've had things to do, see different things, and in lots of cases, things they weren't expecting.
Well, we look forward to seeing and hearing about that. Traditionally, it's a big, long line of rods as far as the eye stretches.
It's traditionally that, but it's not going to be that this year. Again, Fisherman's Row implies one long row of rods, as you say. In actual fact, this year, the fishing village is going to feel like a proper village. We've changed the whole shape. It's going to be a big L shape now. So essentially, every exhibitor will be facing into the centre of the fishing village, in seeing what's going on. We're bringing elements like demonstrations away from the waterside, which was okay in a way, and the grandstand was very nice, but an awful lot of people couldn't interact with the demonstrators. They couldn't get any feedback. They couldn't get up close and personal, if you like. So we're putting all the demonstrations right into the centre of the village. People can see the demonstrations, they can interact during the demonstration, and if they're too shy to actually ask a question that's really been bothering them about fishing forever, they can come into the advice centre after and pick the brains of the demonstrator one-to-one. So the hands-on element, the one-to-one thing, hopefully everybody will take away something that will be useful to them, will help them with their fishing, and we will have made a general contribution to their enjoyment.
We've seen an upsurge in kayak fishing and equipment as well. Tell us about fishing off a kayak.
Kayaking is exciting. I mean, I do it at home in Cornwall, in the ocean for bass, and it's a lot more enjoyable. It's certainly a lot safer than people think it is. I think the general perception of kayaking is you see it on television, white water, down a racing course in the Olympics or something like that, or occasionally perhaps when you're out walking you see somebody kayaking quietly down a river on a Sunday afternoon. The sport's way beyond that. I mean, it's developed now. You've got sport kayaking, you've got ocean kayaking, you've got fishing kayaking, simple leisure kayaking, surf kayaking. What we've done here is to bring all those elements to the Game Fair in what we call the kayak experience. People are going to be able to come and see all the equipment, all the different styles of kayak, different seats, how important it is to choose the right paddle. I mean, you can actually change your whole day by changing from an ordinary simple aluminium paddle to a carbon paddle. I mean, the difference in weight is unbelievably good. They won't believe the stability. People have got this conception that if you get in, you're going to do an Eskimo roll, you're going to fall out. We've had a lovely press day here at Harewood. Nobody's fallen in. Everyone's got out of the kayak with a big smile on their faces, and to a man or to a lady they have said, yes, I'm going to come back and try it again. And if we can do that with just our few friends here from the press today, imagine what that'll be like when there's 150,000 people here, each with children, all coming down to say, let's have a go at that. The great thing about the kayaks, you've seen from the display, it's colourful, different shapes, different sizes, different colours. It's a sport, it's a recreation, it's a pastime for ages 8 to 80. Anyone can have a go at it, and I think the kayak experience will be the biggest new event at the Game Fair ever.
We look forward to that. What's it like going out fishing on a kayak? To me, it's quite one with the elements, really. A bit like sitting on the riverbank, but actually out in the water.
Well, I'll give you a lovely example, actually, which summarises that for me. I've got a bass boat down in Cornwall, 18 foot long, small outboard engine in the back, and I went nosing up into the salt marshes last week on an evening, and there's a swan's nest just in there, and the swans came out and they were charging at the boat and they were really upset and disturbed. I went there the following night with a kayak and the swans completely ignored me. No noise, no intrusion, it's friendly, it's soft, it's gentle, so relaxing. And when you put a couple of fishing rods on the back of the kayak, a fishing rod in the front, a bottle of wine or a can of beer in the specially made compartment in the middle, that was designed by me, of course, with that in mind, you've got everything you could need for a stunning evening out. You can take everything. You can take a fly rod, you can take a spin rod, a little lure rod, drop shot rod if you're going a bit further out off the rocks. It just opens up a whole new form of fishing, a whole new dimension of fishing, and I think people are going to love it. I really do.
Chris, we look forward to it. Thank you.
It's going to be a great Game Fair. I think there's a lot of change this year. We have made some changes. We're unashamedly changing some of the things that need to be changed, but at the same time we're bringing new things in which people won't have seen before.